What is up, YouTube? Back with another pair of Lowheat, but not in a box. There's no unboxing per se. I don't need my handy dandy razor opener tool. I got these off the shelf for retail from a retail shop feature in Calabasas. Shouts to them for great customer service. I'll get into that in a second. Not maybe you don't care, but it's part of the story. I'm bringing you on the journey of getting these, and that's part of the journey. So I don't need any of that. So we'll get right into this. This pair's been out a minute. Please stick around. If you happen to be watching, I appreciate you. I appreciate you even more if you are subbed. I appreciate you also if you click subscribe right now or after watching this. That would make my day. Still a small YouTuber, so all the support I really appreciate. Okay, let's get into these because there's been a million probably reviews on them, and I want to reward the people that clicked on this when there's a million other videos about these. So we'll take out the Mr. Bean packaging from Love Actually. If you know, you know. Great scene in the movie. This one romantic comedy that I like. Just a little tidbit for you. And I got Cooks Illustrated. I did not get that at Feature. I got this at the Barnes & Noble next door. Who goes to Barnes & Noble anymore? I'm sorry. I'm a cultured hype beast. You know, we're going to bookshops. I'm getting Cook magazines. Apologize, it's not an independent bookstore, but Barnes & Noble might as well be at this point. Like, who buys actual books from a store? Let alone books at all. Who buys books? I actually bought a magazine. When's the last time you bought a magazine? Anyways, I'm a cultured hype beast. Okay, on to what you're here for. These little should we call it an unbagging? That doesn't really flow off the tongue nicely. So Feature posted on Instagram that today at all their physical retail shops they were going to have these first come first serve. What are these? You already know from the title and the thumbnail, but let's read it off. The Nike Dunk High Retro in white and black, total orange, probably for that little piece of print on the insole. In size 11.5. They don't have the price because the retail on these was like, a little steeper. I don't know what's going on. I still appreciate Feature, but I feel like, I don't know, they were taxing me. So Feature posted a hard post on their Instagram and then put it on their story that they were going to have these in stores at their shops at Calabasas, Vegas, and where else are they at? I forgot their third store. Maybe Philadelphia. I don't know. Anyways, at their 3 retail shops, I called up. They actually answered the phone. Pleasant female retail associate checked in the back for me if they still had the sizes available because they've been open an hour. I didn't really plan on going, and then I was like in the middle of the day after all my like little weekend chores were done. I'm like, you know what? I've been trying for these forever. Can't ever hit online. Let's just see. And they said they had them both 11.5 and size 12. I'm like, I'll be there. I'm going to fight traffic. It's going to be 30 minutes. Crossed my fingers. Got there. First time at the shop. Really dope shop. I'll get into that too. And I got there and they still had them. Brought them out for me. Held them at the cash wrap and as I looked around. Really nice people. You don't always get that in the retail industry, and especially sometimes the streetwear, higher end fashion clothes. Sometimes people are a little aloof. They don't want to be there. They're too cool, etc. Everyone was totally friendly there. So that was really pleasant shopping experience. Okay, shut up. Let's see these. But you've already seen these. They've been out now a minute. Okay. I didn't really get to see these at the shop because they just had them up at the register and I asked for my size. So I didn't really examine them on the shelf at all. But keep sticking around because I want to discuss like these being one of the lows, and then secondarily the highs being one of the most ubiquitous sneakers over the last 2 years, and what I think about them. But here we'll take a gander first at these. Judge them on their own first in a vacuum. Then we'll add a little bit of context to them. So first off, it's just your classic general release dunk, nothing special. This wasn't one of the original colorways in the 80s, or at least the first drop. It wasn't part of the Be True to Your School pack. This doesn't represent a specific college or anything. But since the dunk craze blew up a few years back, especially the black and white lows have been super popular, as you probably know already. Maybe some of you who are watching this, stumbled across this video, don't know that, but they are super popular. You find them everywhere. And then secondarily, the Dunk Highs, not quite as popular as the lows, just in general. But this colorway, I think part of it is, they were talking about this on the Complex Sneakers podcast, that reasons and stuff, and one is just, this goes with anything, you know, black and white you can pair with any sort of color combos on your pants and tops and stuff. So this goes with anything. You don't have to think about it. They're kind of like white Air Force Ones with that regard. So that's one benefit to these, and maybe why they're so popular. And at this point, they've become almost a uniform piece. So you're part of the club if you have them. And again, this is easy. They're so popular, they've become more expensive than, let's say, these, which also are sitting at retail. I unboxed these recently in a video. Check that video out. We'll compare these a little bit. But these seem to have similar manufacturing quality to them. And as I said, there's the one hit of orange that they list on the outside. So Dunks have been going up in retail price lately. Let's see what these cost me. So Feature was charging $135 for these. Now that just might be because Calabasas, you know, people have more money. They can mess around with the retail price a little bit, but $135 retail on these things. And then you got your California tax, which add on another, you know, $14 for all the different taxes. So these came out to $147.83 for me. Now that is expensive for a pair of general release Dunks, to be sure, for sure. But if I was going to buy these on the secondary market, eBay, StockX, GOAT, I'd probably be paying that much, if not more, once you add in their taxes and fees and stuff. So I wouldn't say I was happy with the experience, being able to cop something for retail in this day and age, retail. That was all fun. It was cool to see the shop. Not thrilled about the price, but then again, I think this still nets under what I would get on the secondary market, or what I'd have to pay. So overall happy, and these will go with anything. I'm not stocking these at all. These aren't going to sit. I'm going to definitely lace, I don't even have to lace them up. I'm going to definitely put these on. In fact, I'm going to put them on right now. So what else I want to get into, if you're still sticking around, appreciate you, is just like if you're knowledgeable of sneakers at all, if you're into streetwear, fashion, a hype beast at all, is it like okay to wear these, to buy these, now that they've kind of been amongst the inner circle, maybe looked down upon, because outer circle people like these and have these. You know, once something gets too popular, all the insiders, then, you know, they stop liking it. So are these now excommunicated from like being a true sneakerhead shoe? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. First, I want to compare these. So these very similar in construction, the materials, the leather, that kind of coat, plasticky coat on the outside, you can see very, very similar. I think it's more pronounced. The dimpling is more pronounced on the blue. Maybe it's just because I can see it better on the blue than the white, but super similar. Kind of this very synthetic leather feel. It's leather. It's not high quality cuts. It's a little stiff. It's been treated. I think it's like, you know, it's probably more durable to scuffing and scratching, but not as soft or plush by any means. Yeah. So I really like Dunk Highs personally. For me, I like Dunk Highs. I like lows too, but I know a lot of people like hard prefer Dunk lows. To me, this is very close to a Jordan 1. Not quite the same, but maybe a Jordan 1 mid, closer in shape. But same designer, same era, basketball shoe. One was just for, you know, the public and college kids, and one was designed with Michael Jordan in mind and had the Wings logo. Slight different. I'm not saying they're the same, but they are close. Similar traction, if not the same. So, yes. Nylon tongue, like there's more similarities than differences. Let's put it that way. And then we can argue beyond there. You have to agree on that. So let's put these on, see what we think. Now back to like what the question I posed. Is it like okay for someone, like, you know, So on one hand, you know, wear what you like. I like that sentiment, but we're all human. We all like the nods of approval, you know, the compliments, especially from those who we deem as like experts in the field, in the subject matter. People like at your local resale shop, at your local streetwear store. You know, those nods of approval even mean more. So, are you getting nods of approval for wearing these from them? Probably not. Like, I don't think we're yet embarrassed to wear these in front of them. Like, maybe, I don't know. I think about this stuff when I go to those shops, you know? I'm like, what would impress them? You know, why else are we watching YouTube videos on shoes and fashion and clothes? Right? Like, to a degree, we're all a little vain. We want to impress people. I really like the sentiment, wear what you like. I follow that most of the time. I don't wear something that I dislike, that's for sure. But I want to add also, it would be great if I liked it and other people admired it, coveted it, etc. And so with these, I just don't think you're getting that with the inner circle anymore. Now, is that okay to still want these? Is that okay for them to like judge that you have a basic shoe, that you're a basic boy or a basic girl? I don't know. What I think these are great for, or I'll be honest, I think these are great for hanging with groups of friends who don't know a ton about like sneakers or sneakerheads, or going home. Like if you are from a flyover state, you know, you're not from a huge big city. That's what I think these are perfect for. Going home to visit relatives. You know, everywhere has internet and Instagram, so that, you know, people in those areas, they know about Off-White collabs and Travis Scott shoes for sure, but might not just be quite as important there, and there might be not as many people on the streets of your hometown who know about this stuff, and therefore, you know, just seeing a pair of Dunks in the wild is like, you'll get the nod from the few fellow sneaker aficionados in your town. And so there you go. You don't need to wear your highest heat back home. So that's what I think these are great for. You know, you get together with that group of friends where they're not all following all the same Instagram pages that you are, etc. They're not all looking at recent collaborations from all the different streetwear retailers. They're not buying $100 fitted caps. I think these are great to wear to those functions, you know. They might know about Dunks. In fact, they might have these. They might have black and white low Dunks. But you're not getting scoffed at or judged. I feel like these you can borderline be judged by the sneaker community for wearing, because they're not heat enough. They're too low heat. Everyone has them. It's like you're trying. Maybe it's like you're trying too hard, because you can't yet get these. I was gonna say on shelves at retail, even though I did, but like you can't really get these like a pair of Chucks or Vans. You have to put in some effort to get these, like me being in the know, or you got to pay extra above retail for them. So that little bit of effort to acquire these, a very ubiquitous shoe, you might get a little judgment for. I don't know. Let me know in the thoughts. I know this has kind of gone off the rails from a normal shoe discussion, but I feel like with a basic general release, like these didn't have all that much to talk about, you know. Although I don't check out that video. I'm not saying don't check out that video. We did have things to talk about, but I think these, for being a general release pair of Nike Dunks, you know, there's a bigger conversation involved, which is kind of, you know, that's my take. Would like to hear your take on that. I think they look great. See, like in a vacuum, this is a great shoe. This goes with everything. I really like these. And like I said, I might not wear these down to Riff or Round 2, or even like back to Feature if I go back there in Calabasas, because, you know, these aren't going to impress anyone. I'm dressing to impress at those places to a degree. I'm not like you know, stressing about it, but, you know, I think about it for a second, and like these I'd probably pass over, you know, putting on. So but like I said, these have their place. These are great. These are easy to throw on, not think about. You know, you run into Starbucks, run into the bar, down the street at night, run into a sporting event. You're not going to worry about these getting too dirty. If you happen to skate at all, you know, bike, you know, these are great skate or bike shoes for, you know, not serious skaters or bikers. So very versatile for your wardrobe, very versatile to put on. The colorways just, you know, goes with everything. This is the nice white bread to your outfit, the filling of your outfit. You can slap anything on with these, and it'll go great. That's what these are. Maybe the title of the video, the white bread of sneakers. Anyways, let's give these a rating. Definitely above a 7. What did I give these? I think I gave these, like, check out the unboxing again. I think I gave these a 7.25. I really like the Kentucky Dunks highs. Like that's like a pair. The St. John Dunk highs, also did unboxings of those. Those are kind of from the, not kind of, but those are retros from the Be True to Your School pack, the OGs. And I like those colors more. So those I think would be closer to, I don't know if these get an 8, even though this colorway goes with everything. I think I can't give them an 8. I'm going to go higher than these though. Even though these aren't as common, they're definitely not as well liked, but they're more unique probably. You don't see them as much. Even though these are pretty popular and you see them a lot, this is a solid 7.5. This is like a C. This is a C. This is a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe that's a little high, but I got to give them higher than these ones because the colors I think are better. They're just black and white. Can't go wrong. The yin and yang. 7.5 out of 10. Please let me know what you think of these. Please subscribe. Appreciate you watching. More low heat videos coming up. I'm going to try to do some other things. Hopefully you guys watch those or appreciate if you watch them. I'm going to try to do some different videos. All sneaker related, clothing related, very much sneaker related, but just I can't keep doing unboxings 24/7. I want to do some more interesting things. So